My name's Greg Nalley. I'm the founder of Nalley Fresh. I built the first Nalley Fresh, and after about 6 months of muscling through this whole new concept, I realized maybe I'm kind of tapping into a vein of gold here. And so I was like, at that point in time, I was like, I need to brand this thing and maybe let's just run with this hard. And so I rebranded Nalley Fresh to give it a new look. I was looking for another location, and Merritt Properties believed in me. And they came to me and said, Greg, would you be willing to put one of your Nalley Freshes up in Hunt Valley over in an area that has no restaurants, there's no foot traffic besides the people that work there, it's not on a main artery, it's off the beaten path, but we think it can work because there's enough business trade here. And I was like, woo! When I came up here and saw it, I'm like, wow, there's nothing around here. It's just businesses. I mean, what if they don't come? You know, it's not York Road, it's Schilling Circle. It's a little bitty cul-de-sac with businesses. And I was like, guys, we got to do. I think we can do this, but I need some help in certain areas. And we both believed in each other. So we opened our second Nalley Fresh here in Hunt Valley, and it's a sleeker, prettier, nicer looking Nalley Fresh than my original. And it did show well, and it did serve its purpose, because after about, I guess it was 6 months of at this store opening, you're sitting over there on the other side on one of the booths, two customers that come in all the time, and they go, Greg, we want you to meet somebody. And I was like, great, I'm walking around shaking hands, and so I meet Brad. And Brad has been in the restaurant business, him and his father, for 45, 50 years. And they are as good as anybody in the country at running multi-unit restaurants. They are it. So they were looking and had been looking for the last year for the next hot thing. And they've been from Seattle, Washington to Mississippi and all these different areas looking at franchises to get into with the next hot thing. They're like, the next hot thing's in our backyard. And I'm like, really? You think so? And they go, yeah, we think this could be the next hot thing. And I think it is too, because we formed a partnership, and we're building these stores out, and it's a great relationship. I have my 3 stores, and then they have their stores that they're building, and they're signing leases and brick and mortar and operations they're doing, because that's what they do, and they do it as good as anybody. As a business person, I have more liabilities than assets as a business person. I'm terrible at bookkeeping and file keeping and accounting and all those areas. They bore me. It just bores me. So what do I do? Is I've learned that I know my weaknesses and I know my strengths. And my biggest strength that I have as a businessman and as an entrepreneur is to allow people into my life to take care of the areas that I'm not good at, which probably means that I need 100 people, because I'm not good at a lot of things. But I let them, as an entrepreneur, as a businessman, I give people enough string to weave a web, but not enough string to hang themselves. And I let them do their thing. And I trust them, and I believe in them. And I'm there as the guy on the sideline, making sure they have their water, making sure they have anything they need to get out on the field and play the game. And I think that's as good an entrepreneur spirit as I could ever want to have, is to let other people do their job and give them the tools to do it.